All right, well, I am back. Not sure if you guys are back. My system seems a little unhappy. I restarted before my stream. Hopefully the video is working now. Looks like it is in the little window. So camera's still working. Looks like it is still working. Found an opponent. And it looks like we're on the play here. Let's see. Nice. And nice. Beautiful. Little on the land heavy side, but they're all fetches. Very nice if we want to call for Uro if we're playing against some kind of mid-range deck. Does the camera look okay to you guys now? Oh, god damn it. Tron keeping 7 cards. Probably not going to be a fun time. Well, we've got these calls. We can go get, like, Deputy and stuff, but not sure what we're playing against yet. Let's see if it's green or Eldrazi. Opponent was F6 there, so I potentially could have gotten them on their Chromatic Star if I had like an Ether Vial on 3. All right, I have a feeling we're just getting completely got by like a turn 3 Karn. But if it's little Karn, we can call for a Skyclave Apparition. We've got this Coiling Oracle to Violin. We've got an Ephemerate up. I guess this is green Tron, right? Because they... Oh my god, just Tron in hand. I hate this deck. I love this deck. It's a Wormcoil Engine. Oh, it's just a Karn. Why not? Oh, what's he gonna do? What are you gonna do, Karn? I guess I should go get Deputy now with Eladamri's Call. I Vial in the Oracle first. See if I draw a Force. Let's not be too hasty. Hey, look at that. Force one time. So now we can like Eternal Witness to get back Force, but we need to draw a blue card, I think. We also have Ephemerate to draw more cards. Yeah, so if we, well, this is tricky. I can like double Ephemerate to try to draw a blue card if it comes down to Force. So 10 mana on turn 4, completely fair. Nothing broken at all about that. It's going to be Ugin, and we're just going to... Oh, Ulamog maybe. Why not? Now... Oh, that's such a good draw. Such a good draw. Hey Hoodrat, welcome to the stream. We're pretty subdued here today. I'm just like a little shell shocked from the election stuff. So maybe getting Soulherder down might be best here, although Eternal Witness just getting back Force, we keep Force in the game. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Soulherder is just a little bit greedy, I think. Uro is also a nice possibility. But I'm just going to... I have another... I voted for Soulherder. You see the name of the stream? Soulherder for president. So I'm going to get back Force. We already have a call in hand. And this can resolve. And we'll just path this guy next turn. I mean, lands are going to be good here, but I need to open up my white mana a little bit. All right, beautiful. That does exactly that. So now we can path and hold up Ephemerate. I'm gonna get white here. Just, I guess I path on their upkeep. I don't know. Do I path now? Path now and attack? I mean, they already have a bazillion mana. It doesn't really matter if I give them one more mana. I kind of like getting in the one more attack. Against Tron, sometimes it comes down to that. All right, so far we fought through a Karn on turn 3 and an Ulamog on turn 4. See what else the opponent's working with. They know that I have a Force in hand. They know that I have an Ephemerate in hand. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm going to counter this thing. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, they still have 6 cards. I know they're just bluffing, like, because they have like a bigger spell to play. Oh, it's just Oblivion Stone, but they do have enough mana to crack it. So they're probably going to do that right now, I'd imagine. All right, so where do we go from here? That's a great card. I just have to pass, and then we're going to get another Eternal Witness from the deck to start rebuilding. It's going to be a slow process. Yeah, we can deal with that. Okay. So now we've got a Deputy up with Ephemerate protection. Just something. You know, they're down to 1 card. If they just draw all the stupid lands in their deck. All right, so they got a Blast Zone. Okay. Do I get to have some beats here with the deputy? Boom. So I think I probably just want to. I was going to say play Eternal Witness and get back Path. I mean, there's only this one threat right now, and the Oblivion Stone is threatening to wipe my board. It's going to give them back the Wormcoil engine. So we're going to start running low on Path to Exile. On Eternal Witness soon. But I just have to have an answer to this Wormcoil engine, or we just lose. So maybe I ephemerate this thing now and see if I can get the opponent to crack this. And then I play Eternal Witness so she stays on the board. I mean, they have Blast Zone too, so I don't know. Let's see if... Yeah, all right. Come on. Oh, wait. No, crack it. Crack it. Are they watching me stream? That would be annoying. All right, I think we got like a big brain play there, guys. Yeah. I know. Now, do I wait and just like ghost block here? No, because they have this up, so that's not on the table this turn. So just let me path this as was the plan. I'm gonna lose the Eternal Witness. One more Eternal Witness in the deck. We've got some card draw coming here. The opponent is hopefully on one card, which is like a bad card, and then hopefully they don't draw anything. But you know how Tron rolls. Ghost Quarter. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's like the best possible draw. I'm going to get Force right now. And if they whiff for one turn, we can start ephemerating and pull ahead. Yes, fine. Sylvan Scry. Go nuts. I think we got this here. Let's ephemerate, get some good stuff. So here, I think I just want to get Eternal Witnesses. So now I have something to pitch, but I mean, Thassa's amazing, actually. I want to play Thassa. Hang on a sec. Yeah. Unfortunately, they can kind of get me with Ghost Quarter. I can take me off white mana, but they don't know that, so... So if they Ghost Quarter me, I would just... Okay, so let's get more blue cards. Good blue cards as well. So, like Deputy, for example. Yeah, this has been quite a battle, this game. Pretty wild. Tron always makes for, like, the best replays. It's just... What do they got? Is this another... No, do not be another Ulamog. That would be so absurd. All right, well, at least we get to ephemerate And they get to crack their stupid Sanctum of Ugin. This card is busted. So they get to go get like all right, so I mean, this is happening here. So I want to use my mana to go get another land. But man, I have to path this guy now. So they just ripped an Ulamog off the top of the deck. Yeah, I will grab a fetch for sure. We don't have... did they blow up one of my duels already before? Oh no, they exiled it. So I can actually blink Eternal Witness with Thassa on my turn to get back the path to just kill this guy. But if they get in a Walking Ballista, there's nothing I can do. Well, Wormcoil Engine. They don't. I guess they don't have the Walking Ballista. Of course, Thassa can tap things, but maybe I just get... maybe since I have Thassa, I've got my blinks covered, so maybe I just want to get another land here right now for this turn. Oh, we just drew that. So I guess I just play that. So I can play another... Maybe I just play a Coiling Oracle. Try to ramp a little bit. I can't... I don't want to... I want to just path something, I think. Oh, that was actually very clever. Jesus, this guy's getting me all over the place. What the fuck? Oh, if I float white, I could go get blue and then deputy something. This guy's fighting me over the white mana. I should have looked at my deck to see how many white sources I have left. So 1, and then they've exiled a Hallowed and 2 Halloweds. I have Canopy Vista left in the deck, and they've gotten my basic planes already. And now I can just blink. I don't have Force Online, which is a bummer. I was saying, oh, I don't want to blink Deputy. That would be silly. I guess Eternal Witness to get a blue spell. It's got exactly Canopy Vista left in the deck. I think I just take this hit here. Like, it doesn't really matter if I'm at 1 compared to 6. And I've just have Death Touch next turn if I want to do that. How am I going to deal with this Wormcoil Engine? I guess just start tapping it down with Thassa. Oh, 1 life means I can't fetch anything. So now I need to draw an Uro. Ah, that was stupid. Oh, I can get the Temple Garden back. That's cool. So maybe I do that, I guess. And now I have to block this Wormcoil Engine. Not playing loosey-goosey. I just for 1 second thought about like what's going to hurt me at 1. They could have gotten Walking Ballista before but didn't get it. So if they didn't get it then, they probably don't have it in the deck. I just didn't extend the thought to actually cracking fetches and paying life. Nope. And Canopy Vista doesn't take any life. It doesn't cost any life at this point, so that would be a good draw. All right, I'm just starting by pathing this thing, get it out of the way. Start attacking. I can get force back on the end step. So we've gone through I think we exiled everything. So Karn, Ulamog, Karn, Wormcoil, Karn, Wormcoil. I probably should have just forced the first thing that they cast this turn. But now we can start building up some advantage, hopefully. Is there anything in the yard that I really, really want? I mean, I think maybe just blinking the Watcher for tomorrow might be the way to go. Uro to gain some life seems okay. Not that it's a big deal. It's also just a beater. So what do I want from the graveyard, if anything? Don't really think there's too much. There are those forces. Did put a Soulherder on the bottom, but I think the forces are a little bit more important here. Okay. We need 2 more devotion to get Thassa online. Okay, thinning the deck. So this is 1 more blue devotion that I think I'll probably just keep in hand. We can call for something, we can force, we can double force. If I can get a blue land with this Windswept Teeth. Not sure I can, actually. There's that blue devotion, but can I access it? Probably not. Yeah, no, I'm totally aware of the clock. This game has had many decisions to make. So, do I have a blue land? I don't have a blue land to get. Oh, but I can pitch. That's fine. Totally fine. I also could have Elidamri's called for a blue card if I didn't have it. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can wake Thassa up right now, as long as I have a blue creature to get. There it is. Well, that's 1, and then 1 more. So yeah, I apologize if I lose this match on time. I'm significantly behind the opponent, but that was an all-time great match, great game against Tron right there. Well, Cactus, I'm happy that you appreciate it. It's pretty fun. Let's look at that exile pile again. Can I make these bigger? No. This is a screenshot, I guess. All right, let's start sideboarding. Okay, what are we doing? Ceremonious Rejection, obviously. We got to win kind of quick. I think I like Ashiok enough, even on the draw. The Force will come in. The Knight will come in. And that's probably it. What am I taking out? Basso is pretty sick. Teferi is kind of dumb. Uro's not super necessary. Trim one path. Both Skyclaves. And Stonehorn is kind of not typically that amazing. And then, like, take a deep breath, get ready. So we want a couple lands, Ether Vials, and both Ceremonious Rejections in our opening hand. And maybe we'll be good. It's got to be good enough. Opponent's mulliganing. They're going to 5. So this is a very, very strong Soulherder hand, but it's not super strong against Tron. If we can draw into a Ceremonious Rejection or even a Force, we'd have like a really, really great chance at winning this game. Okay, opponent's keeping on 5. There we are. Just two different Tron pieces on a multi 5. All right, so we're going to get a Temple Garden here. We're gonna hopefully ramp with Coiling Oracle because we've hit all we've used all of our lands, and that's excellent. So now let's see what we have to fight against. Oh my God, Mull to 5, natural Tron in hand. What do you got? Will this be good enough? 3 cards left in hand. Do they have more Tron garbage in their hand? So now we want an Eternal Witness, or another Force, or Ceremonious Rejection. Ashiok would have been sick if I had the lands to play it, but I don't. So I think I have to main phase my Coatl. You know what? I think it's worth it, even though maybe they Ugin and I get my board wiped and I lose one more snake. I think the chance of drawing a blue card here is, oh my God, that's amazing. So now they can't use maps. They can't use Sanctum. They can't. Oh wait. Blah, I wanted to mill them. I got a little bit carried away. Okay, but they can have more bombs in hand. Okay, is this just another? Oh my God, it's another Karn. So now we have to call for Deputy to answer the Karn. Oh, they're making me exile. So we have to get rid of the Knight. We say, okay, we still have answers to this nonsense. And that's a really great card to draw. Unfortunately, I can't, I just have to deal with this now. We'll go to the opponent's upkeep just in case they have a piece of removal right now. Gonna attack their face. Go to their upkeep. So to be clear, this was natural Tron on turn 3 with double Karn on a multi-5. So now what? Now what, opponent? Multi-5, natural Tron on turn 3, double Karn plus board wipe to get their Karn back. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I think we're out of it now. That was pretty busted. Pretty busted. But we'll be on the play in game 3. I'm just going to scoop this up. Sorry you guys had to see that. That was... If the first game was one of the all-time great games against Tron, this was one of the all-time, like, most disgusting mulligan to 5s. Like, how is that even possible? 3 specific lands. That's like us getting Canopy Vista, Hallowed Fountain, End Forest, like exactly those 3 lands in our opening hand. It's not exactly like that, but it's not far off it. I mean, Skyclave can actually blow up an Oblivion Stone if they don't have the mana to crack it right away. And we're on the play now. Should be good. I think I can trim one of my calls, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's it's a creature, if nothing else. It's fine. Yes, baby Karn. I mean, I guess we keep this. I can't see mulliganing it. It's quite slow. Doesn't have a ceremonious rejection. But it's got lands and spells. It's got very good cards. They're going to get... Okay, they don't have any maps yet. Okay, well, if they play a map on turn 2, we get to shut it down with Ashiok. It's an annoying card. I don't think this is going to be good enough. Like, we have no counter spells. They're just on their way to turn 3 Tron, which means Karn hitting my lands. They've got a Relic already against Eternal Witness. Probably should have mulliganed. This actually stops Sylvan Scrying, right? So that's nice, at least. Hopefully, maybe they go for the Sylvan Scrying. Oh, they don't. All right, so... Well, maybe we can get them to crack this Relic and get a little desperate, you know? Thassa, we don't really need to play Thassa ahead of... I think I'll keep Glasspool in hand as like a creature. I think I just pass here. I don't see a compelling reason to put Ice Fang down. No, they just milled... Oh, wait, two power plants have been milled. That's actually... Oh, wait, they drew a power plant off the top. Oh, god damn it. So I can still draw a Ceremonious Rejection. I'm gonna go for it. Could float white. Yeah, yeah, floating the white. They drew the piece that they were missing. Don't care about my life total so much, so I think I'll keep this fetch uncracked for now. Like a Knight of Autumn can just try to like force their hand on the relic. Also, the Sky app that I kept in can force their hand on the relic. They can also just kill it cleanly, but I don't have the lands for it right now. If they're tapped out, is what I was saying. Opponent thinking a lot here. Hopefully, they're just timing out. That would be that'd be like the best possible scenario here. Tron would be deported. They'd be deported to Tron land. No room in this country for things like Tron. Okay, well this is something. So I can play the fetch. I can crack both fetches, play Eternal Witness, get back a fetch since Relic is tapped right now. It's probably the best I can hope for. Alternatively, yeah, maybe that's the way to go, I guess. I'll get a basic island and then Canopy Vista. Flooded Strand will at least maintain our access to basic planes. And, you know, the opponent's going to have 6 cards in their hand next turn. I'm sure they have an Oblivion Stone, or an Ugin, or a Karn, or a Walking Ballista, or a Wormcoil Engine, or a Baby Karn. But maybe, just maybe, they have 4 Sylvan Scryings in hand. Well, there's not 4, since there's 1 in the Exile Zone. Okay, we've been dismembered. Could also force the opponent's hand just by getting Uro in the graveyard. Oh, okay. I think that might seal the deal. Oh, wait, yeah, it's just so annoying that they can search their sideboard, but even with Ashiok on the battlefield. Blah. So I have to kill this Karn. Nothing I can do in response. Huh. Okay. Well, I do get to go get that Skyclave Apparition. Now, they can keep me off of white, which is annoying, but I'm going to slow roll, I guess, the Skyclave, but they're going to keep hitting my white. Okay. Do I leave up Eladamri's Call. Let's go ahead and mill these guys. If I leave up Eladamri's Call, this can't be activated until it becomes a permanent until the end of turn. Okay, so I can use it on their turn. So I can play Glasspool Mimic now. Oh, I want that as a creature, though, I think. I gotta hurry. Oh, they've already used it, so I get to untap now. Oh, but now they get to explode it. So I need to actually draw white land now off the top. Look at what's happening, guys. Oh. I'm trying so hard. I probably should have mulliganed my opening 7. I think, like, I didn't have any snakes. I didn't have Ether Vial. I didn't have Ceremonious Rejection. I had 3 lands, Eternal Witness, Ashiok, Thassa. I mean, that's not going to get there probably against Tron. Hey, DV Neil. Good to see you. All right, well, let's keep this going. Is the camera working okay? I was getting stuck earlier. Appears to be working. It's getting a little darker outside. Without the land destruction that Soulherder used to play. I mean, it was never stock. It was always just something that people were trying. And people did pretty well with it, with the land destruction. But it's like playing Venser. It's just there are going to be matchups where, like, Avalanche Riders are just not really the best card. So even though those cards, Avalanche Riders and Venser, help a lot against Tron, they, don't do too much against, like, Black-Red Prowess or something. For example. Oh, God. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? I meant to go get Hallowed Fountain. I don't know where that came from. Nah. Not a huge deal. Whatever. Kind of a big deal. We were going to play a shock anyway at some point, like, because we have to play our 3 drops on turn 3. And having double green, let's see. If I had gotten blue here, I'd still have double green. Now I'm gonna have triple green. It was a mistake. I blame the election. Come on, opponent. Let's go. So things are working now. I think a little too bright, maybe. Hang on a sec. Okay, so the opponent's clock is ticking down. It looks like they're like they're how would you describe it? What is it, like they're freezing, like their system is freezing or something, or maybe they had to go to the bathroom. but just spent like a minute and a half on me playing an untapped Shockland. We do have Uro to gain some life, which is nice. Another Swift Spear. Oh, so it's like the 3/1 drop opening from Burn or whatever this is that we're playing against. Yeah. Not gonna have Death Touch anytime soon. I mean, I could play Soulherder and blink the Ice Fang to get some value going. But they have the Lava Dart, so they can sack a mountain if they feel like it. Oh, Path is a good draw. Path is a good draw. And they can also just Lava Dart Soulherder, so that's terrible for us. Ephemerate on Uro would be great if we could just draw land here. I think I have to take the damage for now. Okay, well, we drew a land. It's kind of nice. If we have plans of escaping Uro, we really want to get another blue source, but that's gonna hit our life total more. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Uro and see if we draw a land, in which case I would probably... Ephemerate, because then I can play 2 more lands this turn. Drew another Path. So maybe Path is more important here than Ephemerate. Though if I Ephemerate, I could draw another land. I think I just prefer Path, Eternal Witness, get back Path, and just get rid of both of their creatures. So I think I let Uro die here, get basic planes, Path one of their Swift Spears. If I get a basic planes, I'm getting closer to having Death Touch, which is pretty meaningful on the current board. So it's blue-red. Opt. Okay. I mean, I could also just be like super bold and try to Ephemerate and Ghost Block, but the Lava Dart is in the graveyard, so that's kind. They put a card on the bottom. This okay. At a certain point, chump blocking becomes kind of the thing to do because we want to fill up our graveyard to be able to escape Uro, but we're like a couple turns away from considering that as an option. This is going to be a hard draw to beat. Usually when they play so many creatures, it's very difficult. Bolting my face. And I still can't go for the Ephemerate here, so looks like I'm going to 11, going to Path one of these things. So Lava Dart, this puts me in an interesting position. I kind of want to draw a card off the Ice Fang. If I draw the card, this is their only Lava Dart in the graveyard. I block, I draw a card. Next turn, I can untap. Maybe draw into Deputy of Detention, obviously kind of reasonable. Or am I still just pathing here? I don't have Death Touch. Path, let this thing die, take 6, go to 5. Next turn, Eternal Witness, get back Path, hold up Path. I'll also get a rebound on the Coatl. But what am I have double Path in hand, which is nice. I think I'm going to Ephemerate. Drawing like a basic island or on my turn would be pretty nice. I don't have any other Lava Darts, right? No. So they were going for lethal here. So either way, I was going to. What? You go 2/4 from the fetch. Yeah, right. Okay, well, Stonehorn is a good one too. Actually, we go to lower because we didn't even let those triggers resolve. So we're going down to 2 and probably just dying. I do have to block here, so I'm not catching the rebound. So I'm not really sure what I was doing there. That was pretty loose. I could have... Oh, well. Oh, well. So we're just dead to Lightning Bolt here. That... I don't know. I'm on my A- game today. Yep, I'm on top of it, Jackie Chen, but thank you for spelling it out for me. I appreciate it. Well, this means we're... I mean, look, I could play Stonehorn here. That seems probably like the best play. But I'm just dead. I'm dead to like any... The other alternative, of course, is just to like path and play Coatl, but I mean... Let's hope that they're on lands and nothing else. Maybe just creatures. If we draw, I don't know. We're just dead. I mean, they're going to have 3 cards in hand. Any of their burn spells can do it, including Lava Dart. So opponent just with a very explosive opening. They had 4 creatures. Is that right? No, 3 creatures. Interesting. Well, 1 is the same as 2, pretty much. So Soulherder. Well, it's just Soulherder plus Path. Do we have to double Path for any reason? This is so sketchy. I can double Path if I go get Canopy Vista, which might be worth it. We'll see how it goes. And between, if they whiff one more time, between the fetch and a path, I'll have enough to escape Uro. So just like whiff one time, please. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Please. Please, please, please. Is this like a Bedlam Reveler? That's a Monomorphos, okay. Oh, the suspense. Just draw creatures. Creatures and lands, please. Come on, one more turn. Please, please, please. It's another Monomorphos. Oh, God. Did they play a land yet? Well, those are probably like 2 of the best rips we could have hoped for them to hit. This is kind of absurd, guys. I'm gonna path this guy. I do need to get blue for Uro, so I'm not casting another. Not casting another path right now. All right. But they do get to cast Bedlam Reveler next turn. Which gives them a lot of looks. They can cast this, so probably shouldn't attack. I mean, I can of course like path and try to get them or something, but maybe Blinking Uro can't be correct. Yeah, my games are a little bit wild today. Can I get in one attack, please, with Uro? Crack this. Crack it. Do it. Oh, they're going to cast. Okay. Can we just not draw 2 burn spells? If I had an Ephemerate, I could gain 3 more life on the spot. And if they try to go for Soulherder, I could pretend, like, if they see they don't, well, no, if they have 4 damage, they go at me, right? Oh man, if I get another turn, I get to cracking with Uro, they make garbage blocks, and then I path something. Oh man, like deep in the tank to figure out if they should gut shot me or not. I had to take a lot of brain cells to figure this one out. Hey, they got there. Don't think there's anything we can do about it. So I'll just scoop. Oh, let's let it resolve. No sense conceding, just let it happen. So they drew 2 burn spells out of 3 cards. We got pretty lucky with them whiffing for a couple turns. If they whiffed for 1 more turn, I think we would have been doing pretty well. That's such a bummer. I think this deck probably brings in Blood Moon against me, so Night of Autumn seems okay. Take out the forces. Worship is good. Path is good. Ether Gust is good. The games really do tend to go pretty long because I stabilize, so I think Thassa is good, but Soulherder is too fragile. I do like the calls, but it's very fast in the early turns, so I don't know that I want all 4. Watcher for Tomorrow is bad in the matchup. Teferi's not the best, but he's okay. It can divert resources of the opponents. Let's think about what the two cuts could be. Glass Pull is weird. It's a land, but again, we're super slow here. It's a super fast matchup. So let me Glass Pull out. Deputy can gain some time, but it's weak to Bolt. I don't know. I kind of like Deputy well enough. Maybe we have enough removal and such that Thassa is just kind of not unnecessary in all of her clunkiness. All right, I'm going to submit it like that. Yeah, that was a very exciting game. If we got to untap 1 more turn, if the opponent just didn't draw 2 out of 3 spells being burned, we could have gotten there. Yep. It's a beautiful opening hand. We do want to draw a land for Uro and Skyclave. I'm going to get a Hallowed Fountain here. And we'll see what I draw here. So call call is a little rough. We do just need to cast this Coiling Oracle, and I think the basic is okay here. I do need double white for Skyclave, but the basic saves me 2 points of damage. I do need double white eventually for Winds of Abandon as well. Maybe I do. I'm gonna get Temple Garden. Land. Ugh, okay, well, now any land off the top gives me Skyclave, gives me Uro. Actually, Uro is pretty sweet here because, well, gaining life is pretty sweet. Also, ramping us is pretty sweet. If we draw land off the top, we can cast Uro, ephemerate Uro if he hits another land. So Monomorphose into the bird. Oh, just a Sprite Dragon. Well, if we just hit tons and tons of lands, then we just get to Winds of Abandon their creatures. But that's kind of asking a lot, I think. Huh. Well, Path is kind of cool. Could Path my own dude. Like, maybe I attack, ephemerate. I mean, getting down Vial seems reasonable, too. I kind of like pathing this Oracle here. But then I'm just dying to their creatures. All right, kept 2 lands, and the first 5 draws or so. Is that what it is? Haven't been any additional lands. I mean, just getting down Ether Vial seems pretty good. If I ephemerate, then I can't cast my 3 drops this turn anyway, so... Alright, I'm going to play the Ether Vial. And we're just going to pass the turn, I think. I could ephemerate now, but we're significantly far behind that if the opponent has removal in response to ephemerate, could also just path the Sprite Dragon. Oh, well, I have a free hand now, since they're tapped out. So I think the play here is just Ghost Block, basically. Catch the rebound. Take 3 damage. Opponent could have like mutagenic growths, which could hit my life total pretty hard. I could also hit basic planes here, which would let me just path something right now. Okay, no basic planes. Alright, so I just take 3 damage. Didn't look like they had any mutagenic growths. The growths. They've got too many creatures on the battlefield here. Land into land. Okay, there's a land. And land into Ether Vial. So maybe now... I can just path one... I can path like 1 Sprite Dragon and Winds of Abandon, another Sprite Dragon. Just to reduce their creature count, because it looks like they're setting up to just bolt me twice and then hit me for 6 more in the air. Something along those lines. I also have a Coatl in hand. It's coming online with Ether Vial next turn. So I want to use my mana for something other now. Uro just seems quite greedy, I think. If I go get basic forest, Uro draws into exactly basic plains or something. Eladamri's Call looks nice for like grabbing Stonehorn, but it's too far away right now. I think Path plus Coatl seems okay. Maybe I just start... I played a land already. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't play a land already. So maybe I crack this to get basic green. Play the Coatl now. See what I draw. Okay, so we're looking to maybe double chump plus a path here, unless they have like Lava Dart, which is the worst possible situation for us. It didn't hit that land that we were looking for. I can't complain about drawing another path, but the land situation is unfortunate. Okay, as I said, throwing some damage at my face. Still hoping that the Coatl sticks around as a blocker in the air, but if they polish this all off with a Lava Dart, then nothing we can do. Jeez, going off. This is not a bad matchup for anybody watching who doesn't know. It's not a bad matchup. I think that the opponent has just had very explosive openings with creatures in the first 2 turns. I think I'm toast if they kill my Ice Fang, right? Or it doesn't even matter, because the Burst Lightning, wherever they throw it, is just going to buff all their creatures again. No Ephemerates. Block, path, block, take... Block, path, and take 10. Alright, well, I don't know, man. Rough beats this game. Well, this match. This game, this match, this league. I don't know. So for the first time in a while, we're going into round 5, so fighting for our life. We are 1-3, trying to get half of our entry back. Let me check the news real quick. Still the same. Yeah, no change at all. Okay. But since we're in the loser's bracket at this point, hopefully we get paired against some non-crazy difficult matchup. We can actually have a chance at winning, I guess. Man, that mulligan to 5 that Tron had was so ridiculous. No searching, they just had the 3 Tron lands in hand, 2 Karns, and an Oblivion Stone on a mulligan to 5. This Noobsy Pie always shares the most ridiculous screenshots. Like he plays Risen Reef in Pioneer or whatever. Historic, I guess, is the name of the format. And he gets like 8,000 triggers with Risen Reef. It's much better. Opponent starting with 7. Do like being on the play here. Might as well get the Canopy Vista out. I mean, we do have the lands to sequence it, but we don't have any plays on turn 1 that we can make. Oh, is this like Heliad combo? We do have a path, but we don't have double white for Skyclave. Oh, it's the second time, I think, in recent history that our round 5 has been this stupid Reclaimer deck. So I do have to path that thing in their upkeep. I hate giving lands to this deck, but this is the best card in their deck, so gotta deal with it right now. All right, so Reclaimer on turn 1. What do they have on turn 2? 2 more Reclaimers. Guess I don't have this art or something. Oh, there it is. Well, all right. It's promising. I mean, Aura doesn't seem like the best choice necessarily here. I think Coiling Oracle maybe ramp a little bit on our side of the table. We did play a land drop this turn. So Glasspool Mimic. We do get to... Oh, well, we can't play it because we did play a land. And I wonder... I don't think... If you hit this with Coiling Oracle, it just goes to your hand. You don't get the choice of playing it as a land. Okay, so just double check. We can't cast that. We can't play it. So we'll just pass the turn. I think Oracle is the better play there over Uro because life gain isn't really relevant, and we're not going to get anywhere near escaping in the next turn or two. And, you know, getting a creature on the board seems okay. Oh, are we Ella Domri's calling here? For another Reclaimer. I don't know. I might just want to go back to a regular land instead of Dryad. Dryad instead of Glasspool. I just haven't really been that impressed by Glasspool. Just playing like another basic seems fine. You can see a situation here where if Glasspool was a land, it would have been hit off of Coiling Oracle. It would have went straight to the battlefield. All right, so they have the Dryad in hand. If they have another land, they get to play it. If they don't, then they don't. They do. They have Bojuka Bog. Pretty good one. And another Reclaimer. All right, well, they already spent their Bojuka Bog, so now we have an Eternal Witness, and if we get anything into the graveyard that we want to get back, that would be decent. Do they have a Titan here? Do they have Field of the Dead? Do they have... I don't know. I guess they get to get any land that they want here. Yeah. Flagstones is dirty with this guy, if you guys don't know this little synergy here, because Flagstones, when it leaves the battlefield or is put in the graveyard, it replaces itself. And then, of course, they get to fetch a land with Reclaimer anyway. Oh, so, Valakut is going to be an issue soon if I can't deal with this Dryad. If the opponent has Valakut here, we start losing our creatures. They already played one land drop this turn with Flagstones. There's the Valakut. Going to my face. Gotta respect it. Okay, another land. So that should be it for land drops. Maybe it's time for Uro now. Gain some life, draw some cards. Does Uro let me put this into play as a land? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it does. Let's try it. We can all learn something. No, it doesn't let me do that. So I still don't have double white, so I can't Skyclave the Dryad yet. We'll say no. Uro will hit the bin. And I guess I finally just play this. Okay. Opponent with 2 cards in hand. They get to continue just getting the best lands out of their deck with Elvish Reclaimer, so I'm sure that Field of the Dead is coming, and the Noose is tightening. So we got paired against Tron. We got paired against Reclaimer Titan. I don't even know what the name of this deck is. I mean, Green-White Titan I've seen is kind of the name, but it's not really a green-white deck, so I don't really like calling it Green-White Titan. It's primarily green-white, but they've got red, they've got black, so it seems like kind of a weird name. So I usually don't care too much about what other people are calling decks. I just call it what I want to call it. So I call it just like Reclaimer Titan, because that's kind of the defining aspect of the deck. Okay, so like 8,000 lands this turn, including a second Valakut, and that's game 1. It's been kind of a painful league, guys. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Teferi's pretty poor. Skyclave is good. I guess Watcher is sort of okay. Pretty good. Digging for Knight seems okay. Leave in most of the calls, if not all of them. I take out the forces. You guys still hanging in there with me? Maybe I can trim 1 call. I'm starting to actively dislike Skyclave Mimic. I think I'd rather just have like another basic plains, which is what I had before Skyclave. Before Glasspool Mimic came into the deck. They do have Bojuka Bog, so maybe the graveyard is slightly... I mean, Stonehorn, I guess, for zombies is important, but we also have... I mean, whatever. Like, stopping their attacks is one way to win, but just going to try to control them with removal, recursion, maybe Ashiok. Since I'm probably going to lose anyway, let's try out a strategy here. Let's see if mulliganing to Ashiok is a functioning or viable strategy. I've tried that in the past, and like the 1 or 2 times I tried it, it worked very well. But it always feels sketchy because you don't just need Ashiok, you need like at least 2 lands in your opening hand to have a shot at casting Ashiok. And if we don't get creatures down on the first turn or 2, they're going to play creatures and they're just going to attack Ashiok down. So I don't know that I like mulliganing to Ashiok. Like if we have a decent hand, like a regular Soulherder hand, I think we probably have to keep it. Okay. Yeah, a hand like this, right? I think we just have to keep this hand. Opponent mulls to 6. Mulls to 5, looking for that reclaimer. So white land would be quite good here. We're going to have a couple looks. Okay, so they must have found their reclaimer. I'm pretty sure that deck mulligans to reclaimer, but we'll see. There you go. Land. Ugh. I trimmed one of these things. I shouldn't have drawn 2 in the first draw step, basically. Did they keep the 1 lander? I guess we'll see. They're on a mull to 5. Ugh, okay. All right. I am getting like so wrecked by my land. I feel like this is the 2nd or 3rd time I've kept a 2 lander and just hit non-land, 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 non-land. It's a little bit frustrating. And I mean, I guess there's a case to be made for Glasspool where I could just, if I'm drawing redundant calls, I can call for Glasspool and just play it this turn as a tap land. But like, how terrible is that, right? Like, what modern deck wants to be doing that? Like taking turn 2 off, spending a card only to get a tap land out of your deck? I mean, we might have 1 more turn to deal with this stupid reclaimer. But even getting that blue tap land wouldn't give me Skyclave. I'm just going for it now. Interesting. Okay, so remember, this will ramp them. I mean, what, are they getting Blast Zone? It just seems like getting Field is probably smart, right? Just set up your long-term plan. Just a 2nd Valakut. I mean, it depends on what they have in their hand, but they got another Flagstone, so come on, deck. All right, there we go. So we are 100% forced to just deal with this guy because he is running away with the game. I think white-green is probably more important here. Now remember, they're fighting out of a, trying to dig themselves out of a mulligan to 5. We're trying to dig ourselves out of getting very land screwed early on in this game. But if they have another Reclaimer, we have another Skyclave Apparition. If they have a Dryad, we have a Skyclave Apparition for that. But the Dryad, unfortunately, would, I think, get Valakut triggers this turn if they have 2 more lands to play. So like Dryad plus 2 lands is kind of bad, but it would only give them a 1-drop actually. It would give them a 1/1 is what I mean to say. Okay, so of course they have the Dryad. There's no reason why they wouldn't. Land number 1. Land number 2. All right, so getting Valakut triggers, but not going to matter too much, I don't think. We do get to kill their Dryad. Okay, I like the land. Once again, we just absolutely have to kill their Dryad. We absolutely. Oh wait, Ghost Quarter. Oh, they can Ghost Quarter their own land to blow up the Skyclave, but this thing's gonna die no matter what. But they will get a 3/3 if they want to go that way. I'm gonna put counters on Blast Zone. Aven Mind Sensor. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well, that's appropriate. I didn't fetch in response to the thing that stops me from fetching. Alright, well, I do have to kill the Dryad. I am pretty stupid. I will search. I don't care about the mind sensor too much. Like whatever. If I get wrecked by it, I guess I get wrecked by it. Why? It's like these decisions. Like I saw the mind sensor. I didn't think about what it did really, and like literally, like as soon as it resolves, I'm like, wait, wait. I didn't need the opponent to tell me that I can't do it. Oh, this is now I can't search. I can, but I only get to look at the top 4. Let's go. Okay. So, did I shuffle after that? I must have, right? Yeah. So, I don't see an immediate, well, I guess I don't need to crack this land right away. Like I could just draw a path, I guess, or just like a basic or something. Do I want to roll the dice on this fetch here? Like I should just have another land, but now hang on. If I call, I don't have 3 lands, so let me go to my draw step. So I thought I sideboarded this out. I guess we want lands now, so I'll just play this as a land. And I guess just pass the turn. I can't search my library with Eladamri's Call either. Actually, you know what? I think I'll attack with this guy and then see if we can like lure an attack with the mind sensor. They're like, all right, I'll take the 1 point. And I guess, you know, they can probably see that I probably have another Coatl, but I'm in no immediate danger, and I'm just going to play the Coatl this turn anyway. So I'm going to put some counters on Blast Zone, get rid of my 2 drops. Fair enough. Which means that if I flash in the Coatl, it just gets swept away by Blast Zone. You know what? I kind of want to draw cards here, and I'm going to lose my 2 drops anyway. So I kind of want to force their hand on Blast Zone. Yep. Fair enough. All right. I mean, we're drawing lands. That's something. I think I'll probably just crack this fetch now. Although, hang on. Yeah, I'm too far away from... Yeah, I can't even search with call, so I don't really have options. They have one card left in hand. Is it like another Dryad? They're cracking. Okay, maybe not. All right, let's check this out. What do we got? Yay! Rejoice. It's actually a really good land to find. So now I guess we just play Uro. Still can't search. I guess I can call if I feel like it. Oh, you know what? I can ephemerate now and kill this stupid mind sensor if I feel like it. But I don't need to do it this second. And we can escape Uro. Might as well attack. What you got, opponent? Because I don't need to gain life, I want to ephemerate the Skyclave to kill the mind sensor. Doesn't that seem like a better play? Boil. Interesting. It would kill only 2 of my lands. Opponent going hard with the land hate, though. This is the first time I've seen Boil in forever. But this should unlock Eladamri's... Oh, are they pathing this now? Okay, all right. Can't search my library. They had a path in hand. The last card on top of Boil was path. So now we can't really search our deck. We can't escape Uro because we need more blue lands. That was pretty rough. Last card in hand, path to exile. We can search the deck, but only the top 4 cards. If I don't draw like Eternal Witness, then I'm probably just going to play another Uro. Okay, so I think I kind of have to crack this right now. Hey, that's amazing. Nice mind sensor, bro. And just for the sick rubbins, I drew like another amazing land off Uro. Yeah. Cool attack, opponent. Like that draw. It's a good draw. I don't actually care really about the mind sensor so much. I'm going to keep this path in hand. Although call is a thing. Okay. Or maybe I just path one of these things to keep Ashiok alive. I think pathing the mind sensor is fine because it opens up call, keeps Ashiok. Oh, they're going after my face. And then I can just cast call next turn. See, I think just getting rid of this thing is fine at this point. they passed my Uro. I have another Uro. They keep drawing paths. I check occasionally. It's just not, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if they have it, they have it. Like, it doesn't change the way that I play, right? There's sideboard strategy. That's a good point. So, but we saw Boil already, and the rest is just normal stuff. Okay, so we can do a lot of stuff on our turn here. We can call for Eternal Witness. Keep milling the opponent. Yeah, you're right. The more information I have, the better. It's true. Once again, sort of fine taking this. I can call for anything here. Maybe Soulherder is the best grab. Don't really need to play Knight yet. Just I'm going to get Path back. Oh, missed my attack. Just getting loose. Getting loose. I don't know. Like I've been a little loose all day. I will admit it. Because I only have 1 mana and I have Blink already. So I think I just kind of want to permanently deal with this thing. Ghost blocking is an option, but Path just seemed fine. No, it wasn't. That turn I Vialed in Soulherder, I cast Eladamri's Call. Sorry, I cast Eladamri's Call, Vialed in Eternal Witness, cast Soulherder. I only had 1 mana up, so... Oh, it was before I did my plays, maybe, is what you're saying? Okay, let's see. So it looks like we might be able to get a game off of these guys. I don't really feel like... Well, I can escape Uro, and that's kind of what I feel like doing. I was saying I don't really feel like bottoming out Ashiok and going to the end step. I just don't want them to have like any window where they can search. Okay, and you know, this game looks pretty wrapped up. Now we'll grab Ephemerate. All right. Yeah, I'll check that out right now. There's a Winds of Abandon. That's something to look out for. But Boil is probably like the top secret tech that they brought in, I guess. It blew up 2 lands, which is something, but you know, it's not that crazy. I think they've cast 2 paths already. Hold my horses. They play another land. They get a Valakut trigger in response to the Valakut. Oh, No Valakut triggers. They have 2 cards in hand. So, I mean, let's start with the Ice Fang Coatl. Oh, you know what? I have Knight in hand. That's funny. I can just blow them up. I'll make them think that, like, maybe I drew the Knight of Autumn. Okay. My opponent didn't like that. They're conceding. Look. What are they going to do differently in their strategy to play around Knight of Autumn? Like blow up an Ether Vial on 3 that they might not otherwise have done? I mean, the fact that they know that I have one other thing that interacts with Dryad. I mean, on my turn, if I attack, right? I don't have lethal just with these guys, right? They could block. I guess if I ephemerate and they don't have removal in response to one of my creatures, I can grow the Soulherder and just win around the Dryad. But I don't know. The idea that Knight reveals information, I don't know. No, it's an interesting notion and something to keep in mind for sure. But I just wanted clean attacks and seemed to do it. I mean, that's fine. It's such a terrible matchup. Like, I mean, when I say that's fine, I mean the current setup here is probably fine. I mean, so I'm still unconvinced that that them knowing that I have Knight of Autumn could change anything. So you're saying interacting while I'm getting like Eladamri's Call. Well, I'm casting Eladamri's Call. So if they know that I'm getting Knight, for example, to blow up, like if I'm Eladamri's Calling and they know that I have Skyclave Apparition. They probably suspect I have Deputy. They probably suspect a number of ways to deal with. I think I'm going to keep this. A number of ways to deal with a Dryad. Opponent's mulliganing to 5. I'm totally down with the idea of concealing information that's not necessary to show them. But I just don't see how playing Knight would meaningfully change their play against me. Like maybe like if they were going to bring an Ether Gust, they would have Ether Gust in against me already. Really, really, really wanted that land. And you know, they don't have Arbiter. They do have that Mind Sensor, so I need to be careful and crack this fetch sooner rather than later, but I'm just going to do it next turn. Okay, so they just drew that. Seems pretty good. I think I want to play Watcher here. Although, Watcher digs more, but I have no way to blink it right now, which is problematic. So maybe I'll just chill on that and try to ramp a little bit. Okay, so we have a nice window here to be able to interact. We're going to draw some cards. So Ephemerate is great because now we can Ephemerate the Watcher. So now I'm going to Vial this dude in and see what I draw. Or rather, see what he puts underneath him. And if it's a path, then I can just Ephemerate and deal with this thing right away. Ashiok is quite good, huh? Can't cast it this turn, though. Yeah, they do have open mana. I don't need to do this. I don't need to ephemerate that thing right now. Let's see. I have not played a land this turn, right? Didn't play a land this turn, so I think, yeah, Snake on their turn or on my turn. Either way, if I play Uro, I get to put the land into play. If I play the Snake, I get to play the land. I kind of like leaving up Ephemerate, and I kind of like the possibility of, I mean, if they like Ether Gust me here, it's not really the end of the world. But this could also just draw me a path straight away. Okay. Didn't draw the path. So my play next turn is definitely Ashiok. I'm not... I mean... I think they mulligan to 5 here, so... Not exactly sure that I should play around anything. Like, if they have, like, path mana up, I still get the Ashiok if I try to ephemerate the Watcher for tomorrow. They're just going to give me a land here. So now I can just Eladamri's Call for the blow up thingy. I don't even. I mean, Ashiok is not strictly necessary right now. No, Soulherder would be good, but I think just getting a Skyclave Apparition to kill this thing is probably the way to go, right? Of course, just playing Ashiok shuts it off as well. They won't be able to search their library. And I do have Eternal Witness in hand that can start getting back the Ephemerate, so I think I'm just going to go this way here. I think getting Ashiok down against a deck that just wants to search and search and search seems like a good play. So are we getting pathed here? Gonna ramp us? That seems pretty awesome in this situation. Like, path is one of the best possible outcomes here, I think. Nice. So I'm going to get green here. I think having these lands are important if I want to escape Uro. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're just playing Ashiok. Got our nice Death Toucher on the table. Opponent may be looking for Blast Zone, I guess. It's pretty slow. I think trying to escape Uro as quickly as possible seems like a nice plan. We do get to call here. We'll put 4 cards in the graveyard, so they got a Blast Zone. Because they're going to try to Blast Zone my 3s, I guess, to get rid of Ashiok. So just going to shrink that dude, and I think I'm certainly not blocking with the Coiling Oracle. This guy can't search right now, and I can always just call for like a Deputy or call for Soulherder, I guess, is a good one. But with Blast Zone almost certainly going up to 3, they can deal with it, but then we get Eternal Witness getting it back. All right, I mean, we're in a pretty dominating position here. So I think that I will just grab Ephemerate, maybe even cast it now. And, I'm just going to target the Coiling Oracle, and again, if they have another Path to Exile, it's pretty fine given where we're at. And I guess Call is probably better, but Ephemerate in hand is pretty nice. Oh, so they're exiling this. There's not much we can do about that. I think I took all my forces out. I did. All right, so Ashiok is getting exiled. We do have another one in the deck. Is there anything I can do about this guy in response? I can't. So they're going to get another activation out of this guy. All right, so this is getting pieced out. I guess Soulherder is probably the way to go. I quite like that idea. To keep the value train going. But we might have to slow roll it a little bit since they can tick up Last Zone to 3. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's still 2 turns away at the very earliest. Are they searching right now, or are we getting something else? Oh, they're calling now for, I guess, a Dryad? We can cast Eternal Witness and go get, like, Night with Eladamri's Call. They got a Skyclave Apparition. Interesting. Yes. But we can Ephemerate in response to Skyclave Apparition. It kind of sucks that they know that. I mean, that for them, that I know that they have the Skyclave, so I'll leave up my mana. Oh, my own Skyclave Apparition. All right, this guy's definitely just dead right now. I do want to leave up my Ephemerate to protect against their oh well, that was a little bit. I can get this back, but I can't cast it. I don't have enough green. But we've got a bit of a clock now, and I have Ephemerate up, so this is 8 power on board right now. Last Zone can't deal with anything this turn. We've got great cards in hand. They pretty much have to tap out if they want to cast Skyclave Apparition. They know I have the Ephemerate. I'll give them the 1-drop. I mean, sorry, the 1/1, if they target this. Yeah, this is fine, because now I'm just going to get rid of their Skyclave, and we'll have pretty clean attacks. We'll keep our Skyclave, give them a 1/1. Not a big deal. Am I going to win this match against this? Oh, I guess I am. So, yeah, I guess, we got half our entry back. We lost to Tron. We beat Reclaimer Titan, and I don't know, just a weird afternoon. I made some slight missteps in a number of matches. So, Cactus, I really appreciate you hanging out with me here. And this idea about whether I should have played the Knight or not, to my thinking, I didn't have like clean lethal. They could have blocked, if they blocked Uro with their Dryad. It would have been a chump block, which should, in theory, just be good for us. But then they would have taken, I think, like 1 shy of lethal. So, I mean, I could just lean on them like that, but at the same time, it seems like, I could have kept more information from them. It was either just win immediately without a doubt, or keep Knight's identity a secret. So, what? No. And it's important to think about all those small things. Like, I like to think of myself as a player that does think of all those small things. When I mill with Ashiok, I would say like it's like 50-50 when I like look at the cards that I mill versus not looking. Of course, it's just strictly better to look, particularly like if the opponent is thinking and I have nothing else to do, I should just like peek at the cards that were exiled. So that's something that I can do better, I think. Just keep that in mind. Oh, of course. I mean, all the little things. It's just like I've played Merfolk for 1,000 years, and you don't win with Merfolk unless you think about the small things, right? Like if you're not thinking about the details, you're just getting destroyed with Merfolk. So anyhow, I'm gonna sign off for the evening. Happy that I was able to at least go 2-3. Gonna go do some bouldering at the climbing gym. Looking forward to it. And I guess I'll see you guys next on Monday when I'll be back with some more Soulherder. We had a pretty cool game against Tron. I have to say that probably made the stream worth it. So yeah, have a good night, Cactus, and I'll see you again soon. Adios.